Alright, I watched some shows and I watched some movies. Now let's talk about them. Walking Dead. They seem to be on a good episode streak lately, and last night was no exception. It was intense, a lot of killing, a lot of real, intense scenes. But one thing had me questioning the entire episode in itself. Was Carol an actress before the apocalypse started? Now, hear me out. No regular person can act that well, can cry on cue, well, this means on cue, but yeah, nobody should be able to do that, but she can. I'm thinking we're gonna get a Carol backstory episode coming up. Not like we want one, but we're probably gonna get one, because let's face it, they can't give us 24 straight good episodes, can they? Last Man on Earth. Now, Jason Sudeikis was the main character on an episode last week. This week, it went back to the other characters, and I realized the show is just sort of kind of funny, and Jason Sudeikis is really funny. And I didn't notice this until I actually got to compare the two. And now, I want more of really funny, and I'm just sort of getting averagely funny. Actually, this week was, I would think, below averagely funny. Not just in comparison to last week, but think about it. This entire season they've been building up, they've been putting in certain characters that fit well together, that together they're cohesively funny. But you take one person out of that, the person that died, I don't know his name, Phil. You take Black Phil out, and even though he wasn't a very funny character, he sort of helped the dynamic of everyone together, and without him, White Phil, gosh, that sounds racist. White Phil, I'm just calling him Bearded Phil, that's better. Bearded Phil is back to being sort of a jerk and crazy and runs around in his underwear. The blonde chick from X-Men First Class, sorry I don't know your name, you're not a good enough character. You're just acting like a 5-year-old that's eating glitter. I don't know what her character is anymore. I just don't. The old chick from Back to the Future, she's pretty much the same thing. Loves wine and wants to sleep with the fat guy, so yeah, she's consistent. And Carol, the voice of the chick from Bob's Burgers, I don't know people's names, sorry. She's still funny. She wasn't in much of the episode, but the stuff she was in, though random at times, it was funny. Made me laugh. So, the show still has that. But until they mix Jason Sudeikis in with the regular cast, it's just gonna stay sort of mediocre. And we have to wait 3 weeks for another episode. Come on, really? Really? We've been wanting to see Jason Sudeikis with this cast since you showed us him a few seasons ago. Not a few seasons, last season, right? Yeah, last season. Come on, just do it already. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I saw this. Didn't want to talk about it, but I guess I probably should, because it's a movie that I saw. So here you go. Listen, when a movie tries to do a little of everything, they do a lot of nothing. Here's what I mean. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. First, I thought, oh, this is like comedy, because it was funny. It was funny. And then it sort of turned into more serious stuff, like people exploding, and I was like, oh, it's a dark true story that has some comedy elements. I could roll with that. And then a romance kicked up, and it focused on that for a fourth of the movie, and I was like, okay, it's a romance movie now? Where was this from the beginning? And then it took another turn, and I was just like, what is going on? And not even the comedy was consistent. Some of the comedy was very smart visual humor. I was like, that's good, that's funny. And then it turned into a terrible American actor with a fake beard dancing in the street, and he's supposed to be some sort of serious, terrorist sort of guy, and I'm just like, this is like an Adam Sandler movie. What is Adam Sandler movie comedy doing in a true story movie about a reporter chick? It wasn't good. Would have stuck to straight up comedy, it would have worked, because Tina Fey's funny. that Tall John, I think was his name. No, that's Peter. That's not Peter Pan. That's Robin Hood. That guy from Sky High. I'm pulling someone from Sky High. Wow. Anyway, that guy from Sky High. He was in it. He was funny. There was another Afghanistan guy that he wasn't funny, but he was a very likable character. I like seeing him on screen. They didn't get much screen time. Margot Robbie got a lot of screen time, even though her character completely changed midway through the movie. I was like, really? Where did that come from? But I'm done talking about this movie. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. continues to be average. This episode is basically like every other episode. You got some interesting superhero people. Grant Ward is doing other evil stuff. He now has the powers of the Mummy from the Mummy. I don't know. You got a general being a good guy, trading, like being a traitor, and then seeing, oh, he had no choice, and then, you know, the bad guy was like, oh, I'm gonna screw you over anyway, even though you did everything I said, and then he became a good guy again, and we've seen it a million times. Cut it out. Cut it out. Yeah. Consistently average is barely good enough for me to come back next week, but it's not good enough for me to be excited to see it again. And it seems like that show has been on that level ever since that really good Simmons episode on that planet. Ever since then, which was a great episode, it's been consistently, I guess it's okay, but I'm holding out for another really good episode like that, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that with the TV show. I was doing that with Gotham. I don't want to do that with this. I'm going to give it a couple more weeks. Just get better, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's all I got for you. Like, if you liked it, comment what shows I should watch. I may or may not take it into account. And subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. And have a lovely day, No, that's not it. Have a nice day, you lovely people.